Very good. Swahili speakers, huh? Well, I'd like to welcome you to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. My name's Chelsea. I'm going to be your safari game driver over the next couple of weeks. Now, this 800 square mile reserve is constantly patrolled by wardens, both on the land and in the air, so we are required to check in with that air patrol every time we enter the reserve. Now, if you're taking photos or video out there, that's great. Hold on to those cameras tightly. Due to reserve regulations, I'm not allowed to turn around and go back and get anything that has been dropped. So if you do drop something, well, raise up your hand, I'll raise mine, and we'll wave it goodbye together. Yeah, I know it's probably just easier to hold on to your belongings. Now, you might also want to put your cameras on a sports or an action setting, just because unfortunately I cannot stop to take pictures of the animals. I'll try in the next couple of weeks. I'm hoping we'll see quite a few of them. I don't know about all of them. And oh, it looks like we're being cleared on into the reserve. Now again, my name is Chelsea, so if you have any questions, let me know. If I don't know the answer, I'll just make it up. So we should all be good. Air Warden, this is Symbol 1, checking into the reserve.
Symbol 1, this is Warden Wilson Mutua. Over.
Jamba Wilson, guys, it's my old friend Wilson Mutua. We're entering the Little Aturi Forest, over.
Hamjavu, Symbol 1. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Roger that, Wilson. Speaking of animals, look over here to the right-hand side. That is an okapi. Now, the okapi looks like a mixed-up zebra, but he's not. He's actually related to the giraffe. So, yeah, not related to the zebra at all. Now, crossing right in front of us right now, we have a greater kudu. Now, greater kudu males, they can weigh up to 750 pounds, and they are the second largest antelope over there to the right-hand side. Up there to the left, we have a yellow-billed stork hanging out, and coming up ahead, a watering hole, a very important gathering place for animals. Maybe we'll spot an endangered black rhino over there to the left. Now, black rhinos, they're practically indestructible. They can charge at up to 35 miles an hour, and they have a hide of up to an inch thick. There's really only one thing that they're vulnerable to, and it's not even a natural predator. It's poaching. Due to poaching for their horns, there's less than 4,200 of them left in the wild today, which is very sad. We want to keep these animals around for a long, long time. And keep in mind, this is a free roaming reserve. That means these animals, they can come and go as they please. Sometimes that means right in front of our safari trucks. Oh, and over there to the right, I see a bongo. You have to look carefully through those bushes, though. They have reddish-brown fur, and they're also known as the ghosts of the forest. They're very shy and timid. There's another one towards the back there. They have white stripes. That brings me to a good point. Lots of the animals that live here have very natural colorings and markings. It helps them blend in with their surroundings to escape predators and pesky poachers. Let me tell you, they're not a fan of poachers either. Let's head on up this way and leave the Little Aturi Forest and go find the Safi River. Now, I was told recently down at the Safi River there have been some Nile hippo spotting, so maybe we'll be able to find a few. Now, Nile hippo males, they can weigh up to 5,000 pounds when they're fully grown. Nile hippo babies, they're born at a weight of about 85 pounds. And they can hold their breath anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes, so they spend a lot of their day underneath the water. They're also nocturnal, so much of that day is spent sleeping. There's one over to the right-hand side. Looks like a giant baked potato in the water. There's two of them, yeah. Now, they're terrible swimmers. In fact, they don't really swim at all. They just kind of walk along the riverbed and glide through the water. Oh, there's some to the left-hand side as well. If you're on the left, don't worry. Also, over here to the left, we have a bunch of gray birds. Now, those gray birds, those are pink-backed pelicans. And they like to get together with their other pelican buddies and herd fish into shallow waters. That way they can all eat dinner at the same time. Speaking of eating, though, Nile hippos, they really work up an appetite laying in the water all day. So when they become hungry hippos, they come up out of the water and eat up to 150 pounds of grasses each. I thought I had a big appetite, but let me tell you, it's nothing compared to that. Whoa, and check out all these birds over here to the left-hand side. So weird. These look like Floridian birds. Yeah, they're not going to be on your game spotting guides. I'm not sure what they're doing here in Africa, though. They must be on vacation from Florida and exhausted from that really long flight. Man. Now, over here to the left-hand side, look at this. We have some Nile crocodiles. Now, remember to stay seated, guys. You wouldn't want to meet one face-to-face. Trust me. They're much more aggressive than their cousin, the American alligator. They actually bite down on their prey with 1,200 pounds of pressure per square inch, instantly crushing the bones. They can also reach a length of up to 20 feet. To give you a better idea, that's they can be pretty big.
Simba 1, come in.
This is Simba 1. Wilson, what's going on?
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the red clay pit. You definitely want to check out that area.
Red clay pits, huh? Well, we'll go check that out in a bit, but first we're going to take a trip to the savannah, which is home to lots of different plants and animals and ecosystems, so keep that in mind. Oh, speaking of different plants, check out this tree over here to the right-hand side. That is an ancient baobab tree, and those baobab trees, they're also known as upside-down trees because their branches, they sort of resemble roots sticking up there in the air. Now, they can go leafless for up to 9 months out of the year to help conserve water. Now this right here, this is my favorite view of the entire reserve. It's a shame I only get to see it once every couple of weeks though. Look at this. Looks like we have some sable antelope coming up on the right-hand side. All the way over there. The official emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now their coats get darker as they age, and their horns can reach anywhere from 50 to 60 inches. Now those large silvery gray animals over to the right as well, those are white bearded wildebeest. And they have the largest migrating herd of any animal across Africa. In fact, their herd can reach up to 1.5 million. Talk about a roadblock. Oh, look at this, reticulated giraffe on our left-hand side. Now the reticulated giraffe gets its name from the Latin word reticulata, which means net, and that's referring to the net-like pattern that's found on their coats. They're the tallest animals in the world. The males can reach anywhere from 18 to 20 feet. The females are usually around 16 feet tall or so. And the babies, they're actually born at a height of 6 feet tall. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Every single year, migrating animals across Africa use the savannah as a superhighway to get to their various destinations. This is the Africa we are working so hard to protect. Now, coming up ahead on the left-hand side, we have this large mound of earth sticking up out of the ground. Anyone know what that is? Angel's a good guess. What's your second guess?
Termite.
Termite mound, yes. It's always a second guess for some reason. And these termite mounds, they get as hard as concrete when left to bake in the sun. So elephants actually like to use them as scratching posts. I would not rub up against one, but apparently it doesn't bother them. So they wear them down almost completely, and then antelope will stand on them and use them as lookouts to spot lions and other predators hiding in the tall grasses. I think I see some more animals coming up ahead, but hey, no hurries, no worries, Hakuna Matata. We'll get there when we get there. Now on the right-hand side, we do have what we call Thompson's gazelle, also known as Tommies. And I know they look like babies, but don't let them fool you. They're fully grown adults. Anywhere from 40 to 60 pounds. They're very, very fast. They're known for their speed and agility. In fact, they're the second fastest land animal. What's the first? Cheetahs, yes. Maybe we'll see some cheetahs on up ahead. Now, all the way across there to the right, those large tan animals, those are Patterson's eagles. And they're actually the largest of the antelope. They can weigh up to 2,000 pounds each and reach a height of up to 6 feet tall from hook to shoulder blade. Now, both the males and females, they do have those horns. It's a pretty big antelope. So another glimpse of those white-bearded wildebeest on the right-hand side. Oh, and I also see some Ankole cattle coming up ahead with these guys with the huge horns. Don't worry, they're going to be hard to miss. And the horns can reach up to 6 feet in length from tip to tip, measure up to 20 inches around the circumference of the base as well. And there's a giraffe over there in the trees and one right off here to the right-hand side. Now, reticulated giraffes, they actually have an 18-inch long tongue or so that they use to help strip the leaves off of trees. Oh, we're having really good luck out here, huh? Seen all kinds of animals. Doing my best to impress you guys. I hope it's working. We're having fun so far, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. If you're not having fun, that's okay because we still have lots of safari left for you to have a good time, I promise.
Another one back there, too. Baby.
See an elephant up there, you said? Oh, yep. I see one, too.